Peace. This is the first of this series, Stirring the Ethers, Clearing the Air. It's a seven segment series of me clearing the air about what the Moorish Science Temple of America is and what it isn't. Tonight I'm going to discuss the first thing you should get if you are a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Which is the calling card. So I'm going to read it. As I read it, I'm going to discuss it. The top of it says, the Moorish Divine and National Movement. Membership free. It has a crescent with salvation. And it says, come all ye Asiatics and learn the truth about your nationality and birthright. Because you are not colored, etc. And you must claim a free national name to be classified as an American citizen. On the other side, it says unity with the hand grip. Learn of your forefathers' divine and ancient creed, that you will learn to love instead of hate. We are trying to uplift fallen humanity. Come and link yourselves up with the families of nations. We honor all the true and divine prophets, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Confucius, etc. Under this divine principle, all Asiatics of America need to come and take out their nationality and membership card for the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, that you may be blessed by your Father, God Allah. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. So first off, it starts off when he said we are American citizens. Anybody saying that we are Moors and we are not Americans, they're not members of the Moorish Science Temple of America, nor are they following the Prophet Noble Jew Ali, or any real governmental structure. They have no real understanding. But this calling card gives you that understanding. In order for you to be an American citizen, you must proclaim your nationality and receive your birthright. This is the card you receive as an invitation to the Moorish Science Temple of America. This is what you give to get in. If you haven't really given this card to get in, you probably never really got in a Moorish Science Temple of America. You got into something else. And it's a lot of them out here. So what's happening is a lot of people have not graduated from the Moorish Science Temple of America. It's a school that have not really received any certifications or anything. And what they're doing is they're dropping out and they're taking what they're finding and they're giving it to the people selling it as packets. But the Moorish Science Temple of America has a process. Prophet Noble Jew Ali left documents. And in this process, these documents, these steps, he's giving you something in a way to free yourself. This is a legal document. The calling card is a legal document from your local temple. I'm going to continue. These holy and divine words are from the Prophet Noble Jew Ali, founder of the Moorish Holy Temple of Science. Meeting at Community Center, 3140 Indiana Ave. Now it says Moorish Holy Temple of Science. This is telling you how old this card is. This goes back to before the Moorish Science Temple of America was officially called the Moorish Science Temple of America. This is what the Prophet gave out to those people who he first started out with. The calling card. They received their calling. At the top of the card, it says the Moorish Divine National Movement. Watching videos on Moors, I notice Moors say how long they've been in the temple. And some people will say how long they've been in the movement, but they've never been in the temple. Or some people just join the temple and say they've been in the movement for years. Prophet Noble Jew Ali, in one of his articles that he put in the Moorish Guide, explained that you must join the Moorish Science Temple of America and then become a part of the movement. It's not the other way around. So if you've never been a part of the temple, you've never been actually had access to the Moorish Divine National Movement. It's not possible. And if you never received a calling card, which the Prophet told Moors to issue to their members or to the people who are interested in becoming members, what are you a part of? Mostly social groups. That's why most of them are socially online. I've been a part of the Moorish Science Temple of America for 20 years. I've been Moorish conscious all my life because of my background. But I've been a part of the Moorish Science Temple of America for 20 years. If you have not been a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America, I repeat again, you can't be a member of the Moorish Divine National Movement. And so some people got to correct their concepts because you might be Moorish conscious, but you was not a part of the Moorish movement. And we'll get into that later. Interesting, on the bottom of this card, which is the Prophet's card, it says Home Office, 3603 Indiana Ave, Temple, Douglas, 5905, Chicago, Illinois, USA. It says USA, not US. And that's a good point. But it says Friday afternoon. It's talking about the meeting times. 7 to 11. Sunday, 1:30 to 6:30. And then 7:30 to 11 p.m. This is what time the Prophet Noble Jew Ali had his meetings. And he did certain things at these meetings. That's why he had them like this. It's something we will have to get into. Then under that, he says, why suffer? If you are sick, the Prophet can heal you at the home office. The Prophet used to heal people. You have people now selling things that says it's the Prophet's remedies. And honestly, if anybody can get in contact with McGill Rath Bay, we need to talk to the brother. Because we can't get no oil 10 compound right now. So I got to mention that because the Prophet was healing people with his own oil 10 compound. So the Prophet was healing people with his own oil 10 compound, and he put it on here. And on the bottom of that, he says, patronize the Moorish Express and moving truck service. So when he says trade and transportation in chapter 47, he actually had a system for trade and transportation. He had the oil 10 compound, which he was trading. That was a product that he was able to trade and transport through his own trucking company. This was all on the calling card. But the reason why most Moors are not giving out the calling card, for one, because they're not a part of the Moorish Science Temple of America and never really have been. And they don't have any real businesses to offer. So what are they calling you to? Some religious scam. They're not really teaching you the teachings of Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, or Confucius. They're not really teaching you how to use your American citizenship or acquire it if you do not have it, which they should be doing. All of this is on the card. This is what they give you when you first come in. It is usually has certain colors and there's certain symbols on it, which you know it's official. This is how you know it's an official card. So keep in mind, on this it says the Moorish Divine and National Movement, membership is free. Membership is free in the movement because you already are a part of the Moorish Science Temple of America. There's no extra fee to be charged for you to be a part of the movement once you are a part of the Moorish Science Temple of America. But what is the Moorish Science Temple of America? It's what the Prophet left. Again, his nationality card, his divine constitution and bylaws, his 101 questionnaire, as people call it, our Holy Quran, and a few other documents that he left. But this is the first one. It's a calling card. If you don't have one, you have not been called by the prophet or the Moorish Science Temple of America. They'll sell you a lot of paperwork. They won't sell you the prophet's word. They'll hide it. And that's why nothing is working. Because the world recognizes the prophet word, but they will not recognize just people's paperwork. So, with that, I tell you, Moors, study the prophet. Get in contact with those who study the prophet and is willing to teach the prophet. And if people are not following the prophet's way of doing things, using the Old Ten Compound the way the prophet told them to use the Old Ten Compound, using the Constitution and the Nationality Card and the things that he left the way he told them to use it, then you're being scammed. That's the facts. Don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings, but I have to set the record straight. Islam.